3, 2, 1, go.
Alright guys, and we are back with more, good buddy, good hype, for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and our good buddy Miles Edgeworth is about to take the stand. So let's hope he says, well, even if he does say something crazy, we're going to pull him back into the light. So let's get it, let's go.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
To testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That'll be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please! That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked and threw it at Mr. Yogi and wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
The same claim Mr. Yogi had made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yeah, Your Honor. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
Oh shit! Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case?
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. I was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. As they went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yeah, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help, my father and I and Yanni Yogi lost composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just something heavy fell on my feet. Wait, what was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff's Yana Yogi's. His safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick. I panicked.
So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gunfire once? Yeah. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, it echoed in my head every day. That gunshot, that horrible scream. The scream? It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I'll ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of the testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I'd better find out quick. The murder weapon was fired twice! Whoa, 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 whoa! That was a single gunshot, then a scream! But it was fired twice! Edgeworth, I got your back, bro. I'm sorry I gotta do this to you, but let's count it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Objection! Are you sure you only hold 1 gunshot? Yeah, I'm sure. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded to black. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts what he just said.
You do dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. What page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
I don't want to fuck up. Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Oh shit, they fired twice! Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. And the second? So who fired the remaining shot? Oh, who did it there?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired.
Hold up, we do, bruh.
It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, the boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case?
Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible!
Now, Mr. DanganRonpa. Save your surprise for after you see the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof.
I love the song, by the way.
Do you have evidence that the second firing of this pistol is related to the incident?
Hey! So if one of the shots hit him, the second shot is right there. You see it? Fucking around. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago.
I can see that. The victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. Photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Take that. It should be obvious. The contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by the shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot. Oh, who the fuck did it then?
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone have been?
Yanni Yogi. Their murderer, of course. This fucker.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file and look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary? That's on page 1.
Look what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired twice, the other would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
The second bullet never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door.
Oh man, I'm confused. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was never found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet.
Maybe they couldn't retrieve it.
So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet doesn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick! If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No! But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it that I thought I won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think that could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it does seem we finally cleared up some things in this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one more thing of Mr. Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yeah, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I don't.
So your father, though, that was not your intention?
Yeah, I did. Oh no, man, we need Mia. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitation on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today right here.
Right now!
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor. Your Honor, I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Ugh! It must exist. Oh my God, Mia, the bullet, second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet?
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
What possible reason could they have had?
Oh, well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene of them was... Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof.
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
Oh, right. The reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is the murderer was cautious. Well, the bullet would be proof. Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
Oh, right. the murderer didn't need it? Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Damn, that's the first thing I've actually missed. The murderer had no
reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to? Mr. Wright, what do you mean? For instance what? Maybe the bullet, Bro, is Maya possessing me? Bro, is that what's happening? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. The bullet, see, cause right, he said something and then he said, I don't know what I'm doing. Bro, did Maya possess me? That's crazy. The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? I was saying that to head. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened?
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yeah. I guess that's how it would work, yeah.
But there's a problem with that.
The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yana Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. What? The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. He heard the scream. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What do you say? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident? He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for him. He took a vacation for several months after that. It was him that got shot. And he didn't take a vacation. He needed rehab to recover from that. That's what the fuck it is. That was the first vacation he ever took. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation? Maya, you did it again. You've done it again, Maya. You've done it again. Which means the person that was out there was Von Karma. He was the murderer. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma!
Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take a vacation without a reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident?
Damn straight.
Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery. Now, where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who this doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You couldn't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
It would be impossible to find the doctor who operated on Von Karma now. Even if Von Karma did undergo surgery.
Seems you finally come to your senses. You realize the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen.
Nick, the court record. There must be something. There must be something. The court record? What could be in there? Ah! There's no time. I better think of it as I go. Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot. Dude, would it be this? Bro, I look. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery and leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? He wouldn't say it's still in him. You don't mean? I do. Oh my god! The possibility that the bullet is still inside of Von Karma. Are you fucking around? Like, I looked at that metal detector and said, oh no. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We're gonna use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over and see what we find. Uh-oh, uh-oh, you sweating.
I refuse.
You refuse? Fuck you mean you refuse? But if you refuse this, then this means you acknowledge the fact that the bullet is still inside you. Oh, that nigga sweating! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Oh my god.
Judge, I call for suspension of the trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
Fuck that!
The statute of the limitation runs out today and you know it. It was you who set that shoot right now and it has to end right here, right now.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
What does this mean?
I don't know, but we gotta give it a shot.
Yes, sir! It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet!
Mr. Von Karma. It was you!
I was afraid this would happen.
And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it's nothing to do with this incident.
Bitch, what?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has nothing to do with this.
Bro, this nigga lying! But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove.
I have no obligation to prove anything. It's Mr. Wright who has to prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can. You don't have any DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it, you bitch.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I do have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you'd dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Nick? If this is your final proof, don't you think you should choose a little better? That's a bullet.
Where did you get that?
This is a bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. Hey, you know what's the crazy? You know what they're about to say. The gun that he fired. It came up on the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with the weapon's unique pattern. By examining the weapons, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We got 2 bullets in our possession, and if the markings don't match, then that means they were fired from a different gun. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other, Mr. Von Karma, is in the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we'd know that both bullets came from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth.
Mr. Von Karma,
You will let us remove that bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markers with those of the bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma. That scream. It was the same scream he heard. Yep. That's the scream scream I heard. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! Stop breathing my hair! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my hair! Get away! Get away from my father! Ah! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. He pointed to him. Straight flames, G. Flames. Man, he pointed over there. It was you who screamed. Oh, we got him, boys! Mr. Von Karma? Ah, Edgeworth! Only you can defy me! So it was you. Oh! Oh! Oh, you and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you with my bare hands. This man finna get brain damage, bro. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of an error. I thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me, penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone on. I went into the hall and found my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Damn. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open the elevator door? George. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well.
It appears that we've come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yeah, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Yak! Oh, we in this motherfucker! Let's get it! Let's go!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? My karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this, but I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome, bro. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Woo! Man, you did that shit. I knew you would do it. Oh, I'll never forget it, bro. Hey, we gonna party, man. All the drinks, man. Dinner's on me, bro. Yeah. Wait, hold up. My salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You could take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Woo! I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lana! Y'all great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. He said thank y'all. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cooking jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lana? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? It's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. What? Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kiase. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Get with Lotta. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yeah, here I am. Congrats, bro. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butz, you come along too, bro. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. That's the suit that questioned me earlier. When he says treat, he doesn't mean police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, bro. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah. That's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. $88. Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. You know what it is. $38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to the day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. So he came in school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Bruh! Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. Bruh, when something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, Wright? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Oh, this shit is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth? Should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out of Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. Well, there you have it. What does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! And if I only known, I had become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, wanna switch, right? But hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's get it! And after that, dinner on me! That sounds great. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. It was drinking? Still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? I'm leaving. Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it's made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. I'm in training, of course. I want to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I want to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Wow. Goodbye? Turnabout goodbyes. Wow, what time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left. Oh. She gone. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya? So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Bruh! Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister. Yeah, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped. This beat, bro, it's so good. The gem is so clean. Gumshoe helped and Grossberg and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know what it is. Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. This shit. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that had put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. Damn, she's still unconvinced. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm gonna complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're helpless. I don't know about all that. Oh, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Damn. Aww. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that play. Yeah, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Bruh. Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Woo! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Bruh, kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Damn, so this is the end of the game. Huh? Nick? Who, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she ain't exactly what you call a cheap date. She's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Bruh, he done went for another model. Bruh. Tatsuro. Thought they said Tatsuzo. It's about to be like, hey, Persona 2. Yo, Mr. Payne. Who, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful, bruh. Noriyuki Otani. The bellboy. Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Yes. Oh, you should know. I've taken over management of the hotel. So if you're in the area, please stop by. Damn. He became the manager. Masakatsu Endo. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Oh yes, Mia's understudy. Was he not? I wonder how's he doing. I haven't seen him as of late. The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Masakazu Sugimori. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Oh shit, here she go, rambling and shit. Atsushi Mori. I'm pleased to announce that the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe Mr. Wright a great deal. Keeping my face out of the public eye. Won't want to ruin any Kennedy's dreams, you know. Bruh. Ayumi. Hey. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have any time, so I sent her a Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Yumiko. Yumiko Uchiha. Oh, not Uchiha, Uchida. I was about to say. Alright, who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright. But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Oh, what a dog. I was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Bruh. He thought it was going to be a man. Atsushi Inaba. Yeah, I remember him, right? That lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Bruh. Shinji Mikami. A name we know so well. Oh, she was right! Oh! She was right, bro! Mia was there! Oh my fucking god. A brand new episode has been added. Okay, bruh. Who is this? She's pretty as fuck. Oh my god. Not the little one. Hold up, bro. Why I feel like this is like the complete contrast of Maya and Mia. Like they're sisters or something. I don't know. Their eyes look a little similar, but their hair is a little different. But damn, do you see the one with the black on? She is hot. God damn. She's pretty.